Welcome to the Canes Corner podcast. I am Adam Gold, and we are live on YouTube. Hope you are joining us wherever you are. Even though the Hurricanes lost 3-2 to the New York Islanders tonight here at PNC Arena in Game 5 of their Eastern Conference quarterfinal series, and that means there will be a Game 6 at UBS Arena at Belmont Park in New York, home of the Islanders, where, last I checked, Carolina won on what game was that? Sunday afternoon. They can win there. They have won there twice already this year beyond the playoff game. They've played 4 times in that building and won 3 of them. They can win another. I think the Hurricanes are better than the Islanders. I think they lost a hockey game tonight. The Islanders are good, and the Islanders have some skill. The Islanders have obviously a lot of physicality, and this was not a crazy game. This was not a gong show of an overly physical hockey game. And maybe Saturday, or Friday night will be the same way. Maybe they'll just play a normal hockey game on Friday, and I like Carolina's chances in a normal hockey game. I liked their chances tonight, but it just didn't go their way. We are brought to you by the Aluminum Company of North Carolina. It's in the corner of your screen. You can see. If it's for the exterior of your home, siding goes on the outside of your home. Roofing, outside of your home. Doors, it's kind of both, but certainly on the outside. Windows, same deal. You know what I'm talking about. Exterior home improvements, aluminumcompany.com. All right, let's get to some things, and again, we'll take some calls, or not calls. We don't take calls on YouTube. We'll take some comments in the chat here, and of course, hit the like button. Let's get our subscribers up. I think we might have 11 subscribers at this point. Not sure. All right, I made some bullet points, and we can get to it. So let's start here. I mean, Antti Raanta was fine tonight. I don't think any of the goals were bad, so we're not going to blame the goaltender. With that said, would not be surprised at all if we saw Frederik Andersen play on Friday in New York. Andersen's won there. He played against the Islanders 3 times this year and won 2 of them. The other game during the regular season, the other game was Pyotr Kochetkov. Andersen won here. Andersen won there. So I would not be surprised if we saw Frederik Andersen in that game. Again, I got no problem with Antti Raanta tonight. I think he did a lot. He did a lot of good things. Just to run through the 3 goals and whatever you want to do, whatever like level of responsibility you want to put on Antti Raanta. First goal, and I guess we can describe how the goals happened. First goal, pretty simple. Brent Burns, unfortunately, I think he coasted back. A puck gets through Jacob Slavin in the neutral zone and goes back into the corner, and Burns comes across, and unfortunately, Burns came across kind of casually, and because of that, he had to rush the clear, and it got up probably about thigh high on Slavin. And Jacob couldn't continue the puck out of the zone by batting it out of the air. And Brock Nelson knocked it down. He got it to Pierre Engvall, who was all alone in front of Raanta. And Engvall opened Raanta up a little bit. I don't know. Maybe Antti could have done a little bit more to keep the 5-hole covered, but that's not what happened. And that's a goal for the Islanders. But really an unforced error, because I think the play was really lost when Burns kind of casually drifted back for the puck. Second goal, I mean, in the dictionary of unfortunate break or unfortunate bounce, that's what it is. It's a shot, not even a threatening shot, well wide of the net. Whether it's deflected or whatever, hits Aho in the face. And it just falls to Brock Nelson, who bats it out of midair and whacks it into what was essentially an empty net. Antti Raanta was on top of his crease trying to make maybe a challenging save. The puck must have been deflected on the way to Aho. And it bounces off Aho's face. Brock Nelson baseball bats it in, 2-0. That was early in the second period. So nobody's fault there. Unfortunate break. Aho has to go to the room and get stitched up. Jordan Stahl took a shot at him after the game. Said he wasn't handsome to begin with, wasn't good looking to begin with, which I believe is incorrect. I think Sebastian Aho was quite handsome. Third goal, I mean, certainly not Ronta's fault. We know what happened on the play. 4-on-4 hockey at the time, and Martin Necas just trying to do too much. He's kind of falling victim to that a lot, too much. And there's really nothing. Carolina doesn't have any options. So for those of you screaming, bench him, I mean, are you serious? Are you serious? Like, I get the emotions of it all. So we don't have to belabor the point, but last year there was justification, and you could do it because of the roster. You could bench Necas. He was playing sometimes on your fourth line. As a matter of fact, in Game 7 against Boston, here, Necas was on the fourth line. So you could do that. But have you seen the roster? Do we have to go through this again? Martin Necas is one of the three guys you have to get going offensively. And I thought the goal that he scored in Game 4 would kind of relax him. Not sure it did. We saw the exact same Martin Necas tonight that we have seen a lot. And it's not just in the playoffs. This is the Martin Necas, for the most part, we have seen for the last, I'd say, almost month of the season. Maybe it has been the last month of the season. I don't know if it really coincides with Andrei Svechnikov's injury or not, but I do know this. The same puck management, puck handling, decision-making issues that we have seen from Marty over the last, certainly last year, have really come back. And tonight we had all of the Martin Necas experience in a bad way tonight. The offside goal was Necas' fault. He's bringing the puck into the zone, and he loses control of it. Really, no fault of his own. And because he fumbles the puck and loses control of it, it just drifts. So it doesn't come into the offensive zone fast enough. So Necas is now offside. And that's a Necas problem. That's the Necas mistake. And then, of course, there were a couple of other times where he just mishandled the puck. And then on the third goal, Necas is trying to stick handle through everybody rather than at 4-on-4, either don't bring the puck to the middle of the ice into danger. Just carry it in down the wall. Or you just can't get caught stick handling through traffic at the offensive blue line, because Bo Horvat just took the puck right from him, dropped it for Matt Barzal, and that was it. That was the end of it. So the Hurricanes need better play from Necas. We talked about it in advance of Game 4. For the Hurricanes to be successful in these playoffs, and by the way, they still lead the series 3-2. You have to get good goaltending. They certainly have had that. You have to be good on special teams. They have certainly been good on special teams. Hurricanes are 0-4 in the power play tonight, but I didn't hate the power play. I thought the power play was fine. Power play did not suck the life out of the building. The power play was okay. They scored the power play goal, but then it was chalked off because it was offside, and we're going to get to that in a minute. And you need your stars to come through. And Aho and Jarvis, two of your three main offensive performers, to me, were two of the best players on the ice. So I got no problem with those two. But there are others that we need more, and we certainly don't need negative plays. So can't have a negative play for Necas, and we've had too many of those. So, and Jesperi Kotkaniemi, who had an assist tonight. I mean, he was the last person before Seth Jarvis who touched the puck. I thought maybe Jordan Martinook had hit the puck in the offensive zone, but one angle shows you that he did not. So Kokaniemi got the puck to Jarvis, who brought it into the offensive zone, and then Kokaniemi went to the bench. He didn't even get a plus for the 5-on-5 goal that he got the assist on. Got the secondary assist. He was off the ice, so he didn't even get credit for a plus or a minus. So anyway, Kokaniemi's got to play better too. So if you say that Carolina's got 4 bona fide offensive producers among the forward group, Brent Burns was trying to get the goal back in the first period. For the most part, I thought Burns was fine today. I thought Shea and Pesci were good today. I thought Jacob Slavin had, unfortunately, a couple of turnovers, and his initial misplay, not really a misplay, his inability to knock the puck down at the defensive blue line allowed the puck in behind him. Willie was outside the blue line. I was more in the neutral zone. Allowed the puck into the zone for Brent Burns to kind of coast back for it. If he's able to keep that puck in, and he probably should have been, then that play never happened. So we had a couple of plays that are a little bit unsatisfactory for a Jacob Slavin tonight. Anyway, I lost my train of thought, but that's okay. It happens when you've been doing this as long as I have. But they need those 4 players. Those 4 guys need to be good players for them to really have a great chance, not just to beat the Islanders. They're obviously in a good spot without Kokaniemi doing anything offensively in this series. And really, with Necas not playing well, they're in a pretty good spot. But if they want to do anything in these playoffs beyond this round, Aho and Jarvis, who have been, again, I think, very good, you're going to have to get help from Necas and Kokaniemi. And Kokaniemi got his first point of the series tonight, but was a -2 at the same time. And I'm not wrapped up in the plus-minus because he didn't get a plus for the secondary assist on the Aho goal. So more from Necas, more from Kokaniemi. I thought the 4th line was very good tonight. I thought Aho and Jarvis played well. I didn't think it was a great sophomore game, if you will, for Mackenzie McEachern. My guess is if Jack Drury can draw back in, you might see Drury in the lineup and McEachern out, or you might see McEachern stay in and Derek Stepan come out. But I thought Stepan, Stasny, and Puljujarvi were very good tonight. But I anticipate that we will either see, if Drury can play, we'll either see him go back up with Aho and Jarvis, although I kind of liked Puljujarvi in a limited, sample size there tonight. But I liked Puljujarvi's game no matter where he was tonight. I thought he was an effective player. I really did. He got one of my 3 stars because I have to give 3 stars regardless win or lose. But he got one of my 3 stars tonight. I thought he was very good tonight. He had a great opportunity to score a goal in the 3rd period and didn't because apparently that's what he does is not score goals. But thought he played well. And he actually set up, was it Aho or Jarvis with a chance in the 3rd period after it was already 3-2. So, again, I thought he played a good game. And I got no reason to think that Rod wouldn't at least throw him out there with Aho and Jarvis, if for no other reason. It's size. I mean, you could certainly use size in the lineup with Aho and Jarvis, especially on the road. So that's just my feeling on that. All right, now let me get to the offside real quick, and then we'll take some phone calls. I don't think we're going to be here for a very long time tonight at all. So there seems to be, confusion is not the right word, but some anger at why was that offside? It happened so long before the goal. And I believe it was officially 22 seconds, I think, before the goal. So I agree the offside had nothing to do with the actual goal being scored, which was a nice play from Aho to Nason back to Aho, right? Was it Aho got the puck to Nason, who gave it right back to Aho, and then Nason kind of got back to the other side of the net and finished off the pass from Aho. It was a beautiful play. But the entire play was made possible because they got into the offensive zone while offside. I don't even know why this is a debate. I don't care how long it takes. You could have possession of the puck for 14 minutes of game time. If you are able to enter the zone offside, then we go back. I'm not even sure why we're even having this discussion. It's not that complicated. I understand it feels odd because they put 22 seconds back on the clock. But it's just unfortunate. But I mean, it's not a bad rule to me. It's just, and I don't even understand why we're having a discussion about it. But I saw so many people complain about, well, it has nothing to do with the play. Yeah, it did. It allowed the play to happen. I don't understand why that even, for instance, I'll explain that's sort of like saying that Necas has nothing to do with the Barzell goal. It was him mishandling the puck, him having the puck taken from him that allowed the Barzell goal. Or how about this? Brady Shea, in a play where Jordan Stahl ends up in the penalty box for a trip. Brady Shea had the puck on the right side coming into the offensive zone, or was already in the offensive zone, and tried to make a play that wasn't there. He tried to make a pass across the middle of the offensive zone that wasn't even a dangerous scoring opportunity, because it would have been, a low danger chance. So he tries to make the pass and it's intercepted. It was either intercepted by Cal Clutterbuck or Casey Zizekas, one of the two. But that play actually led to the Stahl penalty. And was that it might have been the Barzell goal. I don't even remember anymore. No, it wasn't the Barzell goal. Yeah, no, it was. It was the Barzell goal. That led to that. That was in the second period. So all of these things matter. Sports, especially hockey, is just it's a sequence of events. And if one thing happens and we are able to review it. Now, if you're not able to review it, then we just leave it alone. But you're able to review it. The Islanders correctly challenged it. Hurricanes would have done the same thing. I mean, why? I just don't even understand that people fail to grasp this. So I apologize if I'm making some of you like squeamish by calling you out, because some of you are probably the ones like, no. The whole thing was made possible because Carolina was in offside. And that was made possible because Martin Necas fumbled the puck, bringing it into the offensive zone. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on the game. I thought Carolina, again, played well enough to win, didn't now go about the business of winning on the road in New York. And by the way, teams have won on the road. Whew. Now, this was the first time the Hurricanes have lost at home this playoff year. They were the only team to have kept a clean sheet on home ice. But now it is 21-12. That's right. The road team has won 21 and lost 12 so far in this playoff season. It's 21-13 because Dallas beat Minnesota. And right now, LA and Edmonton are midway through the second period. And it is 3-2 Edmonton on home ice. So we might be reversing a trend. All right, let's get to some questions and we'll see what's up here. Matt, Brent tells me that Matt Martin played 11 minutes and 44 seconds. I mean, okay. That's all right. I don't mind if Matt Martin doesn't play a ton. I mean, they don't play a ton. Anyway, it's not they're not going to play 19 minutes. So Cal Clutterbuck played 13:29. He does some penalty killing there. Casey Zizekas played 19:04. Played 3:29 shorthanded. Casey Zizekas was on the ice a ton tonight. For the Hurricanes, since we're looking at time on ice, Jordan Staal played nearly 19 minutes. Sebastian Aho missed a good chunk of the second period and still played 18:41. And Necas played a lot too, but I don't think Necas was very good. But Necas was on the ice for more than 5 minutes, as was Seth Jarvis on the power play. More than 5 minutes on the power play. And can I just say that I thought Seth Jarvis was outstanding tonight. I have probably been more encouraged by the way Seth Jarvis plays than really maybe anybody in the forward group. Like, I know what Aho is, but Jarvis is going to get, I think Jarvis has a chance to be exceptionally good. We'll see. I mean, he's just small. But small players have been great before. I'm not trying to say he's Martin St. Louis or Pavel Bure or somebody like that. Is Bure even that small? But Jarvis, man, is a tough kid. The Aho goal, all him. What great work behind the net, winning a physical battle. I think it was Adam Pelech, and gets it to Aho. Great shot, and really, the roof came off the place when he scored that goal. But I liked what I saw a lot from Seth Jarvis tonight. Michael says Staal and Stepan both had breakaways tonight. Need those. Well, yeah, be great to have those for skill players. Not to disparage Staal or Stepan. I thought Stepan's could have been a penalty shot. Looked to me like he was clear on the goalie, and but I guess he got a shot off. So I guess he wasn't denied the scoring chance, but could have easily been a penalty shot. I'm not. If you asked everybody before the power play, would you rather have the power play go out there because power play was pretty good, or would you rather have Derek Stepan take a penalty shot? I wonder what the response would have been. I don't know, but I thought it could have been a penalty shot. Ranta again in Game 6 from Jay. He was just okay tonight, but I still think he starts Game 6. Jay could be right. I agree. I think Ranta was okay tonight. I think he made some good saves. I think could have had the first one maybe. But honestly, none of them are necessarily his fault. But I have no problem if Ranta plays Game 6. Ranta's earned, he earns everything. But I also will not be surprised if Rod Brindamore goes to Freddie Anderson. Ranta has played 5 straight games. You know what you don't want? You don't want Ranta hurt. And we're about the period of time where Antti Ranta breaks. So I would have no problem at all if Freddie Anderson started Game 6 on Friday. We'll see how they play it. Smokey says it was Puljujarvi's best game. 100% agree. I thought he was a very good player tonight, and he was one of my 3 stars. I gave him the 3rd star, and I think that when we get to New York, even though it hasn't necessarily produced offensively, I think you're going to see Puljujarvi play with Aho and Jarvis. I don't think it hurts you. I really don't. He's an excellent skater and has a big physical body. Hey, if they want to use Mackenzie McEachern, I'm not going to complain. Or if they want to put Jack Drury up there and he can draw in, again, I think Jack's a good player. But I like to see a little bit of size playing with Aho and Jarvis because Sebastian is the big one between he and Seth Jarvis. So, Nathaniel, did you get a good look at the questionable delay of game that wasn't called at the end of the game? We didn't get a good look. I mean, I guess Nathaniel is talking about the dog pog, delay of game puck over glass. I mean, personally, I thought it was batted out by an Islander stick, but it's kind of, this is going to sound weird. I don't really have a problem with that not being called. I think there is a difference between an inadvertent, knocking the puck over the glass. I think there's a problem. There's a difference between that and carelessly slinging the puck over the glass. I think if you are just batting a puck and that's all that was, and it goes over the glass, I'm not saying they shouldn't call it. I'm just saying when they don't call it, it doesn't bother me. I apologize if that makes people angry, but that's just the way I am because I think it's just so inadvertent. But it did look to me, and again, I'm not really sure, was it Clutterbuck or Cizikas? I think it was Cizikas. It looked to me like it was an Islander stick that sent the puck over the glass, and it didn't. It looked like it went clean out. I'm not a review guy. I am the opposite of reviewing things. For the life of me, though, I don't know why that is not an automatic review. I mean, especially inside the last couple of minutes. I mean, what are we doing? I mean, you don't even have to review it here. Let them review it in Toronto. Let them go, look at that. Looked like it went off an Islander clear out of over the glass. Whistle down, man. To me, it's a no-brainer. If you're going to have replay, then there are certain things, because it's just such a difficult call to make. I mean, we've seen, like, if you go back to the play, I guess it was in the Edmonton-LA game, that led to a Kings overtime game winner in Game 3. Like, you could never tell if it was knocked down with a high stick or touched with a high stick. You could never tell. And I kind of think even with replay, they might have gotten it wrong. But the bottom line is they were able to review it. I don't see, because you don't know if you hit the puck or not. In this case, I mean, what's the difference? If you knock a puck down with a high stick, you can look at it. But if you knock the puck over the glass, you can't? What? I mean, I know I can't be the only one where that doesn't make sense. I can't be the only one who thinks that. And I don't think I am. James, is Game 6 a must-win for the Canes? Cheering hard from Dallas, Texas. Shouts to you in Dallas. I mean, like this game was a must-win. I mean, you could argue that all playoff games are must-win. Okay, you just can't. But if they don't win, there's still a Game 7 here. Now, I would like to see them win, so I don't have to work on Sunday. I would like to do something else on Sunday. I don't know. I would like to garden. I would like to plant a tree. I would like. I love the Canes. I love you, all of you. But I would like to not talk to you on Sunday. I would like to do so. I would like to bake bread. I don't know. I would rather not have a hockey game to do. So, all right, that wraps it up for us. We're brought to you by the Aluminum Company of North Carolina. If it's for the exterior of your home, you can find it at the Aluminum Company of North Carolina on Hamlin Road in Durham. Siding, roofing, windows, entry doors, storm doors, gutter helmets, carports, railings, awnings. Yeah. Fascia, soffit, all of that. AluminumCompany.com, free no obligation estimate there. We're here on YouTube every day after a Hurricanes game. We invite you to join us on the Canes Corner podcast YouTube page. You can also you can hit the smash, you punch that like button in the face. That's aggressive. Until after Friday night's game. Yeah, we get 2 days of no hockey until after Friday night's game, and hopefully that'll be the last one in the series. You never know. Game 7s are fun. Hockey is fun. I do want the day off, though. Until then, I'm Adam. I'll see everybody later. Is that cool? I think